Talented teen singer-songwriter Lillia Lessev went on to win several music competitions, cementing a place in the music industry. The now 17-year-old, who has just released her latest single titled Goddess, joins us now via Zoom to take us through her musical journey. A very good morning to you, Lillia. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be able to speak to you guys today.
It's such a pleasure having you join us this morning, Lillia. You're only 17 years old. When would you say you first fell in love with music?
You know, I think music has always been a part of me, and it's always been something in the back of my mind that I wanted to do. But I only really got into it when I was 12 years old, and I started taking singing lessons, and I started learning the guitar. And as soon as I started writing songs, that was just, the rest was history, and it just took off from there.
So what informed the choice of genre? Because being a musician is one thing, and then embracing a certain genre is another. What informed, the genre that you decided to go for?
You know, I think I'm still scratching the surface of my music, and I'm always experimenting with different sounds and different genres, especially with my songwriting. I try to never stick to one thing. I'm always willing to try new things. But, I think if I had to put myself in a genre, I would say that I'm a bit of pop, a bit of EDM, some rock ballads in there,
Okay. And what was the response to your debut album, Heartbeat, and what lessons came with that, with that part of your singing career?
My first single, Heartbeat, was, a lot of people were very supportive about it, and a lot of people liked it, which is so great. And what was cool about that song is that it actually I entered it in a competition, and I ended up singing at a music festival, which was very cool for me, for someone who had just released one song only.
Okay. And what has entering competitions such as the one on Jacaranda shaped the artist that you are today?
I think it's just a very cool experience, and it shows you what you really are capable of, and I just hope I get to do stuff like that again one day. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. And what would you point out as a career highlight, and what really inspires you to wake up and make great music?
I think I love creating music so much, and writing songs and getting to produce them in studio is just the best experience in the world. And I think that's really just what keeps me going sometimes when it gets tough. So I love writing music, and that's what keeps me going.
Lillia, when we played your clip, when you played that music video in the background, I could see you beaming, smiling from cheek to cheek. And I could see the pride in your face because, it really is gratifying seeing your work being out there. So would you say that you really achieved what you wanted to achieve with this particular album when you set out to produce it?
I love this song so much, and it really holds a dear place in my heart, just like all my other songs. But, I think I've only scratched the surface with my music career, and I think I've got so much more to explore and so much more to do.
Okay. Now speak to us about your latest single, Goddess, and what the inspiration is behind it, and as well as the title.
So Goddess it's actually a very interesting story to how I wrote it. I was writing songs last year during lockdown, and what I usually do is sometimes I get ideas for lyrics at the most inconvenient time, so I just make a note of it in my phone. So I was scrolling through all these notes I'd made, trying to find an idea, and one of the notes I'd written was just the word goddess, and I thought, okay, let's turn this into a song. Okay. And so I wrote this song, and Goddess is basically just a song about self-love and empowerment, and I just wanted the song to remind people that despite all your hurt and scars and experiences, you should just kind of take that and just kind of wear it as a crown and just love who you are and be proud of who you are.
Wow, interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Why was it important for you to remind people that although there will always be someone trying to pull you down or diminish your value through this song, but you need to continue wearing your crown?
I think it's something that we can all relate to. We all have those times where our self-esteem just goes way downhill, and I think we all need a reminder that we all have beauty in our own way, and everyone's beautiful in their own different way, and I think everyone just needs to be reminded of that sometimes.
So as you wrote this single, what was going through in your life? Was there anything in particular that really triggered you to start grabbing that pen and writing the song?
For Goddess in particular, it wasn't really based too much on personal experience. Goddess was more of just a message that I wrote, but a lot of my songs are based on my personal experience mixed in with a little bit of storytelling and inspiration.
Okay, so who did you work with on this project?
So I wrote Goddess completely on my own, just like all my other songs, but I produced it with Gideon Werthers, who is just an incredible producer, and I'm so lucky to be able to work with him.
Okay, and who do you look up to in the industry that you'd really love to work with?
I think it would be so cool to work with Jeremy Loops. He's just so talented and I love his music, and I think it would be so cool to be able to work with him one day.
Gosh, I hope he's watching, hey.
Yes, you never know.
Okay, cool. So any plans of a follow-up album?
I'm planning to release a couple more songs, and you never know what's going to happen, but I'm just hoping to keep releasing music, and hopefully I'll get some new music out there soon.
Okay, good stuff. Now, how do your fans connect with you, Lillia?
So, first of all, my music is available on all digital streaming platforms. So, whatever you may use, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, it's all there. And I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It's just Lillia Lessev, and my Facebook page is Lillia Lessev Music. You can go check that out and get updates about all my new music.
All right, great chatting to you, Lillia, and all the best. Hey, hope to see you again.
Thank you so much. It was great to speak to you. We must speak again.
Likewise, most definitely. Have a great day now.
Thank you so much. You too.
Great. Now, that was 17-year-old singer-songwriter Lillia Lessev speaking to us about her brand new single, Goddess, which is all about self-love and empowerment.